Okay. So, this is the Harley Davidson Ultra Limited, and we're taking it for a spin just to see how this thing would go in our little Cross America trip next year. And so this is the third of the series of test rides that I've done. The other two, of course, are the Indian and the Victory. And just to complete the picture, I'm going to take this one for a ride. The very first impression that I had on this thing is all this shaking that's going on at low speed. It really is shaking about, but I think it's a Harley thing. That's just what Harley does. And I mean, look at my hands. Look how my hands are vibrating there. I don't know if you can see that on the video. And the other one, the whole thing just shakes about at idle. It disappears once you get out of idle, but at idle this thing just keeps shaking. It's just one of those Harley things. I don't know. I think you get used to it, but as far as I'm concerned, I could do without it. Oh, we nearly had a bit of a crash there. I guess most people are not quite familiar with these bikes. They're all riding these things for the first time, so gotta take it a bit easy. This guy in front of me is rather unstable on his bike. Anyway, back to the review. Seating position. Well, it's not too bad. I think it's smaller than my bike, obviously, but other than that, it's pretty alright. That guy likes his stereo by the looks of it. Yeah, so shaking about, eh? So that's the first impression. We've got to get out of all these lights to actually give it a bit of a whirl. Got to watch this guy in front of me, he's rather unstable. In terms of enough foot space, yeah, I have enough. I mean, my foot is all, by the way, I'm 6'2", or 188 as we call it here, and 110 kilos. So I'm not exactly on the small side, and comfort and size on the bike is an issue for me. Okay, I'm waiting for these self-cancelling indicators to self-cancel. Here we go. Yeah. So it's got self-cancelling indicators. They cancel themselves sort of after 3-4 seconds by the looks of it, which is alright. Yeah, so where was I? Gear indicator. Has this thing got gear indicator? I don't know. I can't see it. I don't see the gear indicator. I don't know. Yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. That says in. I don't know whether it's got gear indicator or not. It's not a deal breaker, so even though the shield isn't adjustable, I kind of like the idea of an adjustable shield, because sometimes you want to get the wind in your face when it's stinking hot. Other times when it's raining or drizzly or cold, you want to basically have that sort of bubble effect, that you're inside a bubble. Don't know whether you're gonna get that with this thing. But the one thing that it doesn't do, I don't get this head bobbiting, which is good. On my road liner with the stock standard upright shield, I get head buffeting badly. So like someone's grabbed my head and just shaking it about. That's how bad it can get. So this is pretty good, and this early shaking or that vibrating at idle is all gone. Once you move, it's good. It's all good. It's just that during idle it does all that shaking about, which I think is deliberately done by Harley. Not my cup of tea, like I said, but hang on. I mean, hey, not hang on, hey. You know, if that's the only thing that's wrong with it, it's all good. The other thing I keep noticing is that I keep missing the gear shift. I expect the gear shift to stick further out to the left, and I'm basically just sort of shifting in air. I have to move my foot further in to actually find the gear shift lever. This is obviously because I'm used to my road liner, where everything is pretty liberately sized. So yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna check in with the missus on the back. By the way, we're doing this as a two-up test, so I want to see how it feels for both of us, because at the end of the day we both need to be comfortable. I think she would be rather comfortable on the back of this thing, I imagine, because it does look comfortable. So I'm gonna check in and see what she says. You just press it again. That's how it works. If you press the gear shift indicator again, it cancels itself. Or you can just wait 3, 4, 5 seconds and then does it anyway. I mean, for you Harley riders out there, this probably sounds like I'm fucking from the moon, but the thing is, I don't ride Harleys. I'm not a Harley rider, so this whole indicator thing that I have it on each side of the handlebar is all news to me. But I mean, you can get used to everything in life. Oh, look at that. Now it's got air temperature 26.5, oil pressure 1 bar, disabled. What else we got? That does nothing. Or does it? Oh, this is the navigation thing. Oh look, the navigation just came up. There you go. It works. But that's a good thing that it has that built in, so you don't have to mount it extra on your handlebar. I give him credit for that. I gotta say, the floorboards feel somehow a little weird. I just don't know. I mean, they just feel weird. But there's enough space in there for my foot, so it's comfortable enough. Could I mount highway bars on this thing? Probably. They have another good look at it. So it's pretty good. I like it. It'll probably come down to Indian versus this thing. So how was it on the back? It's good? Is that while we're at idle when we stop? Yeah, that's I already said that on the video. That's the same thing. It's just a Harley thing. It just vibrates when it's on low. Well, the Victory sounded like a tractor, so I don't know. There was something wrong with the Victory, but
Indian was very smooth.
yeah,
But the height of that seat where the Victory wasn't high enough.
yeah. So this is good. The height of that.
Perfect. I actually felt like on the Victory I might have to get like a billow or something.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have to see how the what,
To lean back.
we're gonna have to see what the new Roadmaster is gonna be like. So you could. The question is, would you be able to survive on this thing for 3 months? Yeah. I actually have to say, what's that?
Minus the vibrating because it vibrates on your back.
Yeah, but that's only happens while you're standing still. When you're riding, it's not so bad, is it? Or does it vibrate while you're riding as well? Yeah. Well,
It's not as bad as the Victory.
I did notice that when we're standing still, the whole thing goes like this. Now that's a Harley thing. The others don't do that. But anyway, so there you have it. So you could mount highway bars on here, and these are the lowers that I was playing with. I don't know what they do. Oh, here they are. That's what they do. These flaps. I actually closed them. They were open, but I didn't feel any different. So it's all the lame. So it's just a little, lets a little bit of air through here for your legs. It's all good.